and welcome. I'm John, and this is Unique Wargaming Terrain. This is the weekly Wednesday Warhammer / Wargaming questions and answers. This is an off the cuff video, guys. What that means for those of you who don't know, I record this, I upload it. I don't edit it. I don't do any fancy materials to it, or techniques or anything. Just record and upload. Those that are new here, guys, this Wednesday video is all focused on models and stuff to do with models and techniques and etc, etc. Paint, whatever, anything sneaky that can help us with models. Those of you that are regulars here, guys, I feel the love. Thank you very much. Now, this week I had a question to do with magnets and making pieces magnetized and stuff like that, bases, arms, etc. So there's a sneaky way you can buy the magnets and you buy the ball bearings and you can work away. But there's a sneaky thing that I discovered. I've done it on one model, but the model's not even here, so I can't show you. But I wanted to share it with you. When I saw this question, I was like, yes, I got the answer for that question straight away. I got the bits and pieces a little bit of the car. Come back from work, the wife went with the car to work. So I forgot to take them at the car. It's not a big loss. I can tell you and explain to you what you do with it. What you need, go to a pound shop or a dollar store or something like that, and you want to get yourself a packet of the L plates, the magnetic L plates that go on the back of the car. Okay, now they're about a pound, $1.50, $1, something like that. So that's for that. Then you want to go and get yourself some tea light candles. They're the circular candles. They have the aluminium shell. Use the candle, and all that business. And when it's finished, at the bottom of the wick, there's a metal circle. You can take that out, and that goes onto the magnet. So in terms of your Space Marine Dreadnoughts, your Imperial Knights, certain tanks you can do it with as well. You have the option then to magnetize the weapon arms or magnetize the spoutons. Now, why would you do this? Here's why you do this. When you buy like a Dreadnought or Imperial Knight or something like that, it always has multiple weapon options, so you can change stuff out. So in terms of like this guy here is a Space Marine Dreadnought, and it's a lead model, so it's a bit you probably could do it with lead, but I have never tried it with lead. It was a plastic model I did it with. With this, it has what's called a male, which sticks out, and then a female is the slot on the arm that the male goes into. That's what they're called. It's funny, I know, but that's what they're called. So you'd snip the male off and then glue your magnetized piece on, and then the other side you would, well actually no, on the Dreadnought you wouldn't. You would glue the arm. It's just the weapon section, just bit to the front here. Okay, you would snip that and magnetize that, so you can just switch them out. Okay. Now, in terms of like Imperial Knights and stuff, whether it's Imperial Knights or Chaos Knight, whatever it is, when I say that, I'm talking like these are not guys on horses. These are like the Titan type models. The reason why you do this is because if one game you want to have a multiple, I don't know the names of weapons, so if you want to have the rocket pod on top, you can take it off, put it on. You're not going to, it's sound. You want to have this weapon, or you have a chain fist, or your chain power fist, or whatever it is that you want to have on that Titan, it's easy to switch out. Now you would literally get the L plate and with a sharp knife and cut a strip. Okay, you want the strips slightly the same, slightly maybe a millimetre or two bigger than the slot you need to put it into. And you cut it off as square as you can, and then if you need to circle it, you cut it into a circle. Okay. You try and give yourself that couple millimeters extra, so when you do start cutting it down, it's not the same size as the slot you need. It's a bit smaller, so it's not noticeable. Otherwise you have to get green stuff involved and start trying to cover it up in our business. But in terms of tanks, you can take the spoutons and you wouldn't be able to glue the tank together fully. You'd have to work on the inside with the magnets and everything else first, and then the weapon option, I think you can have flamers, motor melters, heavy bolters, laser cannons, all that sort of stuff. So where that would connect into the tank and go into the spoon so you can't see it, that's where you put the magnet. Okay, so essentially pop in, pop off, pop in, pop, nice and easy. Now, Spaceman attack bikes as well is another one. I've got a lead one here, so it's not a good option, but the one here has a heavy bolter. But I have the multi-melter bit elsewhere in the bits box. So if I bought one now in this plastic version, I could do that to it. But with the bit of metal you get from the bottom of the T-light candle, just where the wick is, just right underneath that bit you can cut with your clippers. Okay, you can snip it down with clippers. Now, what I'm going to say to you is, it is metal. So when you start cutting it, you are going to make jagged edges. So you need to be very, very careful with it. I would try and use it in a way that is actually the size you need. Or if it's going into something that you can try and make it square, yeah, it's easier to cut a square than try and cut around the circle, because you end up going to have jagged pieces. Or you could cut it in half, and then half again, so you've got like a little sort of quarter of a semicircle, yeah, and then glue that in, and then, you know, there's loads of ways you can do it, and you have to do it the way that's easier for you, okay, and that's practical for the model. There's no point gluing the weapon on and there's a big disc coming around where you haven't cut it down. I mean, it might look okay if you put a sight on it or something like that, but you don't want that. You want to try and have it so it's hidden away and you don't know, no one realises that's magnetised. So I'm just turning around because the light's gone all weird on me. Now when it comes to model basing and magnetising the model's base, I don't do that. Okay, I've seen people do it and it's absolutely fantastic for transporting models, because you can take like the lid of the Dominus box, okay, you can put a sheet of metal in there, not sheet of metal, sorry, you can put a magnet in there, okay, so like the L plate I'm talking about, you can put them in there, and then your model, yeah, there's where it's going this way, your model then, okay, you can put a coin underneath, okay, so then when you put it down, it's straight onto it. So that's another option. You can use your penny. In Private Island where we live, the penny, the 1 cent, is really, really small, and that's actually smaller than the tea light. But you don't always get them. It's easy to go with my tea lights, you know, but there's that option as well. Now, I don't do it because I have no need to do it to the basis of the models. But some people, when they're going to their buddy's house to play a game, they haven't got a carry case for the bigger models or whatever, so they magnetise the base, and that's a good way of transporting this stuff, because it's not going to fall over because it's magnetised to the actual base, you know, to the board, the box, the lid of the box, board base. Anyway, but for things like rank and file troops, you know, look at Terminators, Marines, you know, Chaos Warriors, Knights, it's no good. Not to make up, but for the arm weapon options, it's no good, in my opinion. Now, I've got lead thread up there. I wouldn't do it on the lead model because I don't think it'd work that well. If I'm wrong, guys, so comment and let me know. But that's, if you're going to go and get those L plates, you're talking from a pound shop, you're talking like 150 maximum. The tea lights you can pick up for 150 to £3 for like 100 of them. So you're talking maybe somewhere in the region of £3 to £7, and you've got enough magnet and enough of the little bits of metal to magnetise. You get that, but you won't use every single bit straight away. You'll have Dreadnought, say 5 or 6 weapon options, so you only use 5 or 6 bits one arm, 5 or 6 bits the other side. You have your Imperial Knights, you might use 5 or 6 pieces on that. Now, when I say Imperial Knights, I'm not talking the 4-year-old big massive Titan thing. No, for something that size, I would just go with the ball bearings and the, you know, actual metal bits. But guys, I hope that helped. I'm a bit annoyed with myself because I forgot to take out the car before the wife went to work. So I was actually going to show you a practical with it and do something with it now so you could see it. I apologise, guys. It's been crazy week around the place. So guys, please, if this video has been helpful to you, like, share, subscribe, turn on your notifications, and I'll see you next week. I uploaded a video earlier. I'm working on bits and terrain for next week. So guys, take it easy. I'll see you next week.